Hey, Josh. So we have Josh Dietzman with us. He's part of our coaching team and he recently had his first closing. So I thought let's interview him, ask him some questions. So, Josh, how long have you been an agent?
Hey, Cindy. So let's say I started with Keller Williams in February. So I've been an agent for about 6 months now.
Awesome, for 6 months. Awesome. So tell us, how did you find your first listing?
Yeah. So um, finding my first listing, I had actually found her through Facebook and some of the different Facebook groups that exist in the area. So something that I started doing as part of lead generation was really trying to grow my social media exposure. So I joined a lot of different groups in the area. Like I live in Oakland Park, so that was one I joined. Pompano Beach, all these just areas in the surrounding location.
Neighborhoods, yeah.
Yeah. So Carol was my seller. She had actually posted on one of the groups that she was looking for a couple vendors, someone to power wash around the house, paint it afterward, and like a landscaping team. So I had reached out to her. I saw the post. I had reached out to her and introduced myself as a local real estate agent in the area, and that I had pretty much all different contacts and people that she was looking for. So I would comment on her post, and then I sent her a private message as well. And then from there, she reached out to me. She said, she would love the help. She needed a couple people that were trustworthy, that did good work. So I recommended the landscaping team that I use on my house personally
Mhm.
as the first people. And from there, we got to, I did a little bit more digging, asked a couple questions, and found out that she needed all those vendors because she was looking to put her house up for sale. And when she found out that I was also a real estate agent, that's how we just started talking.
And you ask for the appointment and you go over, you show your value, and what happened?
Yeah, so I went over there. So we started talking, and I met her through social media. And it actually, when we got to the end, and I had set the appointment, I found out that she actually lived down my street. So and I hadn't met her yet. So when I had gone door knocking, she just must not have answered, or maybe she wasn't home. So she actually lived right down the street from me. I go over there, I introduce myself, I tell her where I live. We got a good laugh out of it, just how we hadn't met yet. And I was talking with her the appointment ended up going probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours. But I found out that she was actually working with another agent.
Huh.
Yeah, and she had been working with this other agent for about 5 or 6 months already. They had gone out and they looked at a bunch of different condos, places for her to live after she sold her house. But while I was talking to her, she had told me that you know she posted again online for things because she wasn't enjoying like his service. So when they went out, they were looking at other places. While they were there, she said he was always on his phone. He was either taking phone calls or was answering emails, and she had questions. She wanted him to be present and in the moment, yeah, and just be there for her, which I think makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that she pointed out to me is after about an hour and a half, she said she loved the fact that I didn't look at my phone once. It was just one of those things that I didn't even think about anything like that. We were just talking in the moment. She was telling me all about her house that she's lived in for 25 years. So I was asking questions. I was learning about the house, learning why she needed to sell it, and where she wanted to live afterward. And she just loved that I was present in the moment and that we just had like a casual conversation. It didn't seem like a big meeting or an appointment or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations. We're so excited to hear these success stories. So tell us, what advice do you have for our newer agents that are looking to get their first listing?
um, so, I don't want to sound like a broken record here, okay? But lead generation has got to be the most important thing for newer agents. Really finding out what you're comfortable with in terms of getting exposure for your business, just because it really is the most important thing. And when you talk about like your job as an agent, getting your name out there, the exposure, it it'll build your entire business, especially when you're new. So I spent months walking around the neighborhood, door knocking, introducing myself as a local neighborhood real estate agent, handing out cards, and then from there, also really trying to grow my social media exposure on all platforms because I just wanted anybody that I knew, from my sphere, people that, wouldn't pick up the phone or they weren't great at answering text messages. They were on Instagram or they were on Facebook, and they could see different pictures around, what I was doing and anything along those lines.
Awesome. So basically what I hear you saying is no matter what you do, whether that's door knocking or on social media or cold calling, you just got to lead generate every single day.
Every day, every day. It's the first thing I do. While my coffee's being made, I'm on my phone and I'm on Facebook, because it's usually too early to call anybody. It's 6:30 in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just looking through the different groups, just looking to see who I can reach out to, who I can provide value for, and just really getting my name out there and exposure.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Well, last question, Josh. How has coaching helped you?
Oh my God, immensely. So when I was going around door knocking, I was looking for my first client, and like I was saying, whether it be you, Jay, two of the coaches that I've had throughout everything, Bill or Todd, pretty much prepared me for any questions that I was going to face. So, when I finally got out there and I was talking to people in the moment, and they were asking me these questions, we had already covered it in one of the training sessions or one of the classes or one of the role plays. So I was ready for it. So it just made you, it made you feel like you actually really were the expert, something that we always talk about. You're the expert, and you really are. Everything that we do in the classes and with the coaches and the meetings, it really just prepares you for that first person and any of their questions.
Awesome. Well, we're so proud of you, Josh. Again, congratulations on your first listing, and thank you for giving us advice.
Yeah, absolutely. It's my pleasure.
Awesome. Bye, y'all.